Morning kids, a little bit of maths for you this morning. I want to show you a new little maths game that I don't think you've done before. So you can even race your parents or race your brothers and sisters. Have a look at this behind me here. I'm going to move this a little bit closer. Okay, right. So, here's my desk by the way. So Sooty, Sweep and Nori and my little rainbow are there. Lovely. So this is what you need to do. So you draw a circle or you make one out of card and you have your number of the times table you're learning in the middle. So I'm going to do 3s. Okay, and then you have to race of how quickly you can fill these in. You can even do this in teams, so you go one at a time to do it. So for example, I know that 3 times 0 is 0. Okay, I know that 3 times 4 is 12, and so on, and you see how quickly you can do it. Okay, if you're doing it as a game, so you see who can do it quicker, or if you're doing it as a team game, you all have to sit behind a line or something like that, and then the first member of the team comes out and writes his down, and then you go back and swap over. It's like a little tag game, a little relay. Works really nicely actually, and just gets you thinking a little bit more for which times table you're learning. Okay, so that's the first thing I want you to have a go at this morning. All right. Right, so then you did your flashback in 4 and did your self-assessment to see how you got on. How are we feeling about those calculation methods? All right. I'm guessing some are easier than others. For some of you, I'm sure you've remembered those methods really well, so well done. For the rest of you, I'm just going to run through them one at a time so that we can get those formal methods really well in our brains. Okay, so rather than trying to do it mentally, I want you to try and use those formal methods as a practice. So even if the calculation is hard, I want you to use the formal method. Okay, usually that's columns. There's only one calculation that doesn't use columns in the formal method. I wonder if you can remember which one that is. I'll tell you at the end if I remember. But first of all, we'll go with adding. Okay, so adding, we go in columns, don't we? Okay, so we'll do 114 add 235. Okay, so there it is as a horizontal calculation or sum. Then we can put it in columns. 1, 1, 4, so we've got hundreds, tens and ones. Okay, mums and dads will probably say units, but they're ones. Okay, then we've got 235. Do our lines with a ruler, otherwise Mrs. Newing will go nuts. And then where do we start? Where do we start? Where do we start? Where do we start? Do we start with the hundreds? No, we start with the ones. Okay, so we do 4 add 5 is 9. 1 add 3 is 4. 1 add 2 is 3. Okay, so that's the nice simple ones, isn't it? All right, now let's see whether I can find my little board rubber. Oh, typical. Where's it gone? Oh, here it is. I thought it was there somewhere. Silly little thing really. Look, it's like a little dog bone. Right, so that's easy. Then we go on to the more complicated ones where we have to do something different. Okay, so we'll do this time 456 add 128. Okay, so we still put it in columns. Hundreds, tens and ones, hundreds, tens and ones. Ruler, add. Okay, so okay, where do we start? Do we start with the ones? Do we start with the tens? Do we start with the hundreds? The ones. So 6 add 8 is 14. 14 has got a 10, hasn't it? So 10 goes in the tens column on the doorstep. Okay, 5 add 2 is 7. nearly forgot. 8, because we had to add this one as well. And then 4 add 1, nice and easy, 5. Okay, right. The calculation without columns is division, isn't it? Okay, right, see you for the next one. Have a go at your calculations now on your seesaw page. Right, subtraction time now. So we'll go in columns again. Okay, let's go. Keep it nice and simple to begin with. 455, take away, subtract, minus, you know all the language. Take away 124. Okay, now I reckon you could probably do that in your head, but we're going to use columns, okay, just to practice. So, columns again. So nice straight lines with a ruler. Takeaways, we're doing takeaways. Start with the ones again. 5, take away 4. 5, take away 4. You're left with 1. 5, take away 2. You're left with 3. 4, take away 1. You're also left with 3. There we go, nice and easy. Let's get trickier. 619, take away 345. Okay, columns. 619, 345. Right, let's see then. So we're starting with the ones. 9, take away 5. Well, 9 is nearly 10, and I know that 10 take away 5 is 5. 9 is 1 less, so it must be 4. Okay, 1 take away 4. Some of you are notorious for telling me to turn it around and do 4 take away 1. Don't. 1 take away 4. 1 take away 4. Can't do it. We need to nick some from somewhere. So we're going to nick some from here. We're going to turn this 100 into tens. Okay. So we've taken 100 away, so we've got 500s left, and we've put 10 of those tens then there. 11 take away 4 is 7. 5 take away 3 is 2. Get on with your calculations then. Multiplication now. Columns again. Keep it simple to begin with, and then we'll get trickier. So, 21 times 4. Columns. 21 times 4. Okay, so 1 times 4 there, and then we have to times it by the 10. So 20 times 4. Draw another line, okay, so 1 times 4 is 4. 20 times 4, so you know that 2 times 4 is 8. 10 times bigger, so 80. And then we just add them together. 84. I feel like I'm on countdown. Let's go with something trickier. Okay. Let's go with the original one I did. I had to rub it out and do an easier one to begin with. Don't tell anyone. Columns times. Right, let's work out what's going to go in here. Pause the video if you want and see whether you can think about what's going to go in there. Okay, paused. Back. Right, 4 times 5. 4 times 3, 30. 30. Okay, then we're just ready for our calculations. 4 times 5, 20. 4 times 30, 4 times 3, so 4 times 3 is 12, then make it 10 times bigger by adding that 0. Okay, so 12 goes into the hundreds column, so make sure you leave enough space, and then we just add together. 0 and 0, 0, 2 and 2 is 4, 1, 1, 140. Right, last one now, and this one is division, so this is the only one that doesn't use columns. What do we use instead? Bus stop. Okay, so bus stop first of all. Right, so we are going to do 42 divided by 3. Right, so start with the 3. How many 3's in 42? Right, so how many 3's are there in 4? There's 4. How many 3's can we make? 1. And how many do we have left over? 1. Okay. 3's into 12. So how many 3's are there in 12? 3, 6, 9, 12. So that's 4. So the answer is 14. Okay. Then we can have a slightly trickier one. Now, last week we looked at remainders. So let's see whether we can do this one now. So we'll do 58 divided by 4. Okay, so how many 4's in 58? Okay, so how many 4's are there in 5? There's just 1, isn't there? So there's 1, and there's 1 left over. How many 4's are there in 18? Let's count in 4's. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. That's too far, isn't it? So 16, so there's 4, and then what's left over? 16, 17, 18. Remainder 2. 14, remainder 2. Okay, get on with your calculations then. Remember as well, guys, that only addition sums are sums. The rest are calculations. Okay, don't forget. Good luck, have fun.